Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the British Esports Student Championships Overwatch. It's great to be back. I am here with the main man, Puppy. I don't know which thumb's going to point you that one. Yay! There you go.
I'm in a different
Welcome
place
back.
today.
Yeah,
Once
welcome
again.
back, Puppy. How are you
Thanks very
feeling
much.
about new season, new year?
Do you know what? It's been absolutely chaotic for me in terms of being able to find play time. But I've been really, really enjoying watching plenty of Overwatch. I mean, there's been plenty on with the World Cup, obviously coming up. BlizzCon, you said sort of tuned into that as well. All the changes, obviously, since last year. There's been addition of one new hero, one that's just been, it's teased at, and I don't know if you had much time to play it, but we'll touch on that a little bit later, I'm sure. But yeah, lots of changes with the game since we last sort of casted this, and I'm just really excited to see what these teams are going to come up with because they're both really, really strong contenders here.
They really are, and I've just been looking at the stats today. Oh, by the way, guys, let's tell you what teams we have got today. That might be helpful.
Of course.
We have got the CABC Celts. No, that is the wrong team entirely. No, that's the right team. Of course, they're playing with women esports as well, so I got confused. And the GCS Owls. Now, these are both Welsh teams, so today is the battle for Wales, which is a little bit of extra narrative, a little bit extra excitement for you. So here we go. So yeah, one of these teams we know very well, and one of these teams I don't really know. So Puppy, tell us about the Owls, because you are very familiar with them, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, consistently the Owls have been a top contending team, sort of a brand for the past couple of seasons. We've seen them in the finals both years, and yeah, they've been a fantastic showing throughout. Obviously, going to potentially be a new look for them, with a new season being new players and everything like that. And looking at their lineup, I don't actually recognize any of their players, so it's going to be a complete coin toss, really. Coin toss? One way or the other is that's what I meant.
Oh gosh.
And it's going to be interesting to watch, definitely. So, and both these teams are currently at unbeaten streaks, so they haven't dropped a map in a single map the entire time they've playing. So it's been really, really good to get back into it, and I'm looking forward to see them clash it out.
Yeah, that's one little thing you touched on there. You don't recognise anyone, and that's the thing. Like, you and I have been doing this for 3 years now. This is year 4, and everyone from that primary year there that we sort of got attached to, known and loved, they are all gone now. So like every team is pretty much going to be new to us. There's no people who we've like grown up with and saw them go the 3 years, every final, every LAN event. Yeah, it's pretty much. I don't know these people anymore. Owls, I do not know you anymore. You've got to prove yourself all over again now. And as for the Celts, I don't know you at all. I don't think I've ever streamed you. So I am looking forward to seeing what you can do as well. Now, there's been a lot of Overwatch going on the past few months. We had World Cup, we had Overwatch League finals. But the meta is a little bit wishy-washy right now, isn't it, Pups? Anything goes, really.
It's been absolutely fantastic to watch. I don't know about you, but as much as I love seeing a clear defined meta and teams sort of battling out to see who's the best in a particular meta, I think there's nothing better than being able to see teams just be able to throw together different compositions on different maps and just really just try to outsmart your opponent. If you know they're going to play a particularly dive heavy composition, are you going to match that? Are you trying to use something else? And obviously with the addition of new heroes as well, it's anybody's game, honestly.
Yeah, now I've always said here, especially when we get teams who are a little bit lower down the rankings, but please do join in if you are lower in the rankings. Absolutely no issue with you coming and having a good go. That pick your comfort heroes if you have to. And I always kind of say that a little bit, pick your comfort heroes, go on, have fun. However, there's a little team called London Spitfire who did exceedingly well in Overwatch League, picking their comfort hero. So you know what? It could be incredibly viable for you just to go with what's comfortable.
Definitely agree with that. It's at the end of the day, we've seen this season after season with British Esports. It's teams just getting used to a particular composition and just running it down. And for the most case, it's been working really, really well with them. And I think we're about to be able to see exactly who's going to come on top. as we are going into the first game now, which is going to be Control, our first map. And it should be a very, very good one to start off at. See you
All
soon.
right. Yeah, it looks like we've got a really young tower. Now, I was kind of hoping that we might see a new map more at some point, but that's not currently in the map role, which is just as welcome. I have not seen very much of it. But Lijiang, one that we know and love. Like we say, anything goes. But what do you think you might see come out the doors today, Fluffy?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I'm always hoping to see some dive because I absolutely love to see it. We got a little bit of a pause here, unfortunately. Probably running
Oh,
a few problems with PCs potentially, but should hopefully be back up and running very, very soon. I'm always favourable towards dive, and that's always something that I sort of stick by. But with the recent changes, I don't really know. So I've been really enjoying watching some Doomfist, which is I feel really
ooh.
icky sort of saying it really, but there's been some real great plays going on with the Overwatch World Cup, cancellations of ults and that sort of stuff, with Doomfist flying up in the air and punching, Sigmas out of ultimates and stuff like that. It's been a really enjoyable character to watch, I feel. I always favour something like Winston. Diva's been in there as well, so I want to see some dive personally. What about yourself?
Now, dive, very viable, always, but there's always a place for dive, no matter who gets, nerfed and buffed and messed around. Dive always comes back, doesn't it? On Lijiang, I'm a big fan of the whole rush thing. I like a good Ryan, Lucio running on in there, swinging the hammer, that sort of thing. That pleases me a lot. What we didn't mention too much is there is a whole new character out now, though.
There is.
I know she's not new to Overwatch, she's been out for like months now, but she's new to British Esports, okay? That's the first one we've done this year. Iliari, our new
Ilaria.
support hero, coming in with that pylon and that DPS damage. So we might see her today. I'd be excited, but let's have a look at what the teams are running. Oh, did they hear me? I've got some Reinhardt here. I like that.
Yeah, so Reinhardt matchup. That's going to be very, very interesting to see them party together. I always favour a good Reinhardt. I know I said about dive, and I really enjoy it, but seeing Reinhardt go out, and just try and outsmart each other with these shatters once they come up is a big part of the game, and it always has been. So it's got a big place in my heart. But yeah, some hit scans coming out. We see the Ashe on the Celt side, and we do see Sojourn on the opposite side as well. So, and then the Mei match up there as well. They are going to get the positional advantage here on the Owls as they've got the speed boost as we go into this first fight.
Yeah, I can see two very different hit scans here and a little bit. Oh, big nade there to kick us off, but I think they're going to be protected behind that column. Oh, first blood goes to the Owls though, taking down the Reinhardt, followed by the Mei, and it looks like the rest of the team are going to rotate back and see if they can survive a little bit longer. But no, it's absolute carnage here. Owls are like, no, Wales belongs to us today. Get back.
Mini Mythical going and running it down with that Mei is really, really good. And you saw it there early on how pinnacle these Mei walls are in terms of changing the fights. And just there, a little bit of a mishap, I think, with the Mei wall on from the Celts, and weren't able to kind of get the positional advantage that they wanted. And now they got pushed across this horrible position here. Not much of a boot opportunity, so apart from the Lucio, but he doesn't look like he's going to take too much of a chance there.
Yeah, bridge always dangerous to push. Oh, that fire strike! Fire strike goes straight across from Legolas and picks up the Ashe from the Celts, and they are going to have to hold back now. They can't go in. 5v6, so it looks like they're thinking about it. Oh no! What a great Mei wall there! And absolutely backed them all up, and they could not move, and Owls just descend upon them with those talons out, trying to take any pick they can, and they do get pretty much the entire team there. That was a lovely bit of work from Mini Mythical there.
Yeah, I really like that. You can clearly see that there's a lot of team cohesion within this GCS Owls squad. As they took their time with that, they realised that they had the player advantage, and then eventually decided to take a little bit more time off the clock with a well-timed push, all going together. That's what you like to see from teams.
Now it's like we're not going to risk that bridge anymore. Oh, but we've got a double amplification mate who's coming out from both teams here. Lots of damage flying back and forth. Legolas just going in for the kill, diving into the back line and just cleaving them up with that hammer. Is this Junkrat going to escape? No, they are not. And Owls maintain this point with 90% to go. I'm not sure if the Celts are going to have another chance to touch this here.
They're going to really struggle. Owls have 3 ults still on the board, and the Shatter is blocked, so it's going to be a return one there. Absolutely great stuff from them. Legolas get the better of J-Dog Daking.
Yeah, we've got some very long names on these teams, haven't we? So apologise if we don't pronounce them correctly. We will try our best.
Just call them J-Dog from now on.
Yeah, but wow, what a first round there from the Owls. Absolutely clean as you like. Great use of ultimates there. Great use of their May walls as well. What can the Celts do to sort of like come back here?
I mean, early on they struggled after that first fight. It's so crucial on a King of the Hill map to get that first fight win. And if you don't, you have to make that change on those heroes at that point if you're going to make them. They did. They chose to change the Junkrat. They didn't actually get much done with it. I think sticking with their guns, maybe looking to get a May ultimate up a little quicker, that would have been the way to go. But they're going to opt to not use it this time.
Oh, first blood going to Celts this time as Legolas goes down. Losing your Rhine is going to be a huge factor for them. They may need to back off a little bit. However, this Bastion is going to do so much damage. If they can get a counter pick here, it could be fightable. There we go. Shikwi goes down and it is 5-5, but no tank for the Owls. It's a little bit dangerous, but they don't care. Legolas is back now, and full team, they're just going to clean up the Celts again. Brilliantly clean there. Mythy Mythical is going in. Great May work there. Really take them down.
We're seeing the benefits of having a May on your side, especially in these close quarters and in tight spaces. You know, you want to be able to segregate off the tank, just as we're seeing him do now. Mini Mythical has been an absolute menace on that. Forces out the lamp as well, so they're just struggling to push through.
Yeah, this choke point is going to be so dangerous. From here comes the Bastion ultimate. Are we going to get a cheeky pick here? Timing is everything. Oh, great jump there from Izayaki to avoid that from coming down right on his head there. Great little awareness of where that was coming down. Here comes the amplification matrix for the kill. Oh, walled off. No damage coming through for you. And that Bastion with the immortality field through that window, that is going to be absolutely deadly to anyone who pulls their head out. And we are at 50% now, and Celts can't even get through the store.
Yeah, they're really responding excellently to every single ult usage from the Celts here. And honestly, it's I'm not too sure. Using a different angle is probably going to be the best way that they're going to do this. I was just about to say this. They are going to be able to get in behind and use this overclock.
Okay, finally on the point here, going to get a little bit of percentage. No, it's not going to be good enough. That beast coming out as well to protect the entire team from any further damage, and the Owls are just going to flip this back as quickly as it was taken. Unfortunately, Celts are not able to break through this defense that the Owls have got. The Bastion and the May combo here is just too strong for them.
Yeah, it's the composition at the moment is very strong from the GCS Owls, and they're really utilising their strengths here. Oh, saying that, Izayaki takes out Legolas early on.
Yeah, a pick on the tank. Now, we had that before. They weren't able to capitalise on it last time, but could this be the lucky time? We see Ieskin here trying to take position, probably to use the ultimate. But here we go once again. They have made it through. They have taken the point. It is going to be one more attempt for them. They have to defend this all the way now. 97%. They can't afford for this to be ticked over again. Diop did go down there to a stray grenade from Ieskin, and here comes the artillery. If this could get any cheeky little picks here, this could be absolutely devastating. There is a window out from Izayaki on the Baptiste. Is that going to cause enough damage here? Oh, there's double window out on both sides here. Oh no, a stray grenade gets the top there. That could be very dangerous. And oh my gosh, the Blizzard as well from Mini Mythical. Everyone throws up and they're just so backwards and forwards right now. It's absolute chaos here. Pick for pick on both sides. I think the Celts could probably take this. We've only got Mini Mythical to deal with. There we go. We are holding this point. all the way up to 55% already. This could be a great turnaround for them.
Really, really a great heads-up play there from Diop to expend that beat despite being 2 men down. I think it really, really needed it, especially with that Mei ult coming out as well. That was a game-winning ultimate, and unfortunately unable to capitalise on it, but with a beat, aggressive beat coming in there, you ought to think they're going to be up against it here.
Yeah, really early beat there. Great immortality field in the active there to protect the bastard who got caught up in it. But unfortunately, it doesn't last forever. And as soon as he's out, Lagaleth is in there, cleaving them all up again with that huge hammer. And it looks like this is going to be the flip for the Owls. And that is going to be first map. Lijiang belongs to GCSLs.
What a great first map. Very clinical from the Owls. A couple of little wavy bits towards the end there, but for the most part, I mean, it's to be expected with the King of the Hill map. You've got to be giving away a couple of fights. They play the game going to Lucio here, and it's not a boot. That's the boot. This is the beat that I was talking about from Diop, and actually he managed to save this. This fight here and managed to keep them in the game a little bit longer. But yeah, for individual plays, pretty good from the side of the Celts. But unfortunately for the Owls, they're just kind of overdoing it. They're overrunning them with their picks at the moment, especially the Mei with the wall. It's just really, really strong.
Yeah, it is. Both teams great in that second match. I love that play of the game where Diop is just like chasing the other Lucio around the pile on there in the middle. That's it was fun, yeah. But yeah, I do think there's some signs of life there from the Celts. I do think there is a chance that they'll come back now. They've had a chance to feel out the other little team there, see how they're going. We are going to throw to a quick break while the teams get ready for their next match. We will be with you very shortly. Hang on in there. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody, and here we are on our second map of the day, which is going to be King's Row. Puppy, is it or is it not everybody's favourite map?
It is. Oh, let's face it. Anybody who said it isn't is lying to themselves, and they probably should give themselves a good old telling off. I was about to say something on PG there, but it's kind of stop myself. But yeah, hopefully the battleground of either Reinhardt or Zaya, hopefully a bit more Reinhardt action coming our way. Ooh, saying that GCSLs, the who are in the lead currently 1-0 in terms of maps. They are opting to go for the Sigma by the looks of things.
Interesting. Now, I see something on the side of the Kells here. They're on attack, so there's still time to change. Oh, they changed it. I saw the Life Weaver. He's actually viable now, though. I know, like, when he came out, it was a bit of a joke pick, but legit, Life Weaver can be viable now, can't he, with the tree now doing overhealth.
Yes, I think it's a bit of a struggle still because it's one of those things where you're kind of heavily relying on just the ultimate itself, and though the healing output is relatively decent from Life Weaver, I still think it's a bit of an iffy pick. It definitely has the place, but not as good as some of the other supports. As we see, D up does change over to that Anna. Yeah, staying on this Widowmaker. They'll have to be a bit wary as to not get their head taken clean off by Shiki there.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that was a great nade into there, and Mini Mythical picks up Deal straight away, killed by J-Dog, while absolutely on a rampage on this way. Shiki does manage to get a pick onto Lemon from up in the rafters there, but yeah, they knew that Widowmaker was there, and they were like, you are not getting away, not after taking one of our guys down, we stagger you back. So yeah, that is a full reset there, no point taken.
I was going to have to be a bit careful about Diep and his anti-nades here, because they have to respect the fact that quite easily could be taken out by that. Yes, they have got the immortality field, but the reality is you can be taken out so quickly with that denial onto the
Yeah, fortunately we've got the Sigma shield and the Sigma magic hands to sort of negate any extra damage and anti-nades and things. But oh, that was a great sleep there from Diep of the Sigma, despite all the things that I just said that could be avoid such a thing. But no, here we go. There's absolute carnage going on again as they just cleave up one by one all of the Celts as they try and push in here. Again, losing one player. Oh, we're losing two. Mini Mythical. If Celts can have a really quick regroup here, it could be doable.
It's a bit of a mistake there from Mini Mythical, overheating a little bit, and they are going to be able to get positioned onto the point, as I didn't really think it was too much of a problem with the Bastion going down, but as soon as they lost that Mei, especially with that ultimate, they have to play for a retake. They do have the ultimates for it though.
Yeah, amplification matrix on both sides. Great anti-nade though. Getting a few of the owls there, making it a bit dangerous. Oh, the blizzard comes in. Are they going to stop this? Coming from being completely flipped. It looks like they are. The right click on all those frozen targets from Mini Mythical. Oh, and the artillery there from the Bastion. No problem. You are not getting the full point, but still 92.8%. That is a dangerous number to be on. That is still winnable.
Very, very winnable. It's a tough go, obviously. The Celts, you got to think you're pretty much got it guaranteed with that Mei going down, but sped back by Lemon 1 and used that ultimate perfectly after the amplification matrices went down. We are seeing the flux coming now. Picks up 3, is that?
Ooh, that is a good flux. Yeah, got a few of them there. Diop got caught in it before the landing, so the immortality field did not help. Everyone else is on solo damage after coming out of them. Bang, bang, bang. Bob's your uncle. Job done. Another team killed for the Owls.
Yeah, very, very clean fights. Only using one ultimate there with the Sigma. There's not really much else you can do about it apart from you got your immortality field, but they got through that so quickly. DPS on GCSL was pumping out enough damage to be able to clean that one up very, very well.
Yeah, no, Sigma should have gone down here because the Bastion just try and cleave through them all. Sigma managing to pick up some of that with the graph. We do have that hammer online for the Reinhardt here. This could be huge. He needs to be very cautious if he gets them. Oh no, he's been caught in the back line. Had a little bit of a sticking there, managed to get surrounded by 4 of them by charging in. Dangerous game there from J-Dog. I'm not going to be able to survive that. And now 10 seconds remaining. I don't think anyone's going to be able to come out and touch here from the Celts. I think we are done.
Looks like it's going to be the case. A little bit of a rogue play there from J-Dog, charging in without much support. They had to expend the immortality field really early on. Yes, it was a bit of dire straits because they're going into the last fight, but they had the position with the use of that amplification matrix. Could have played a little bit slower, I feel, and obviously utilised that shatter upon the point where they got the shield down from the Sigma. But a little bit of impatience, so maybe you just need to tie that up a little bit, make it a little bit neater, and they might be in this one. But yeah, I really didn't like the pick from Shikri to stay on that Bastion. I think that gets completely outshone by the Sigma. AF4ML was able to pretty much negate majority of the damage coming out from Shikri there. So the changeover to the Mei is going to happen, and that's going to make it a little bit hopefully easier for Celts to be able to sort that one out. They are going to stick with the Reinhardt on J-Dog, and a change from GCS Hours on main tank. I say main tank, only tank.
A Doomfist maybe? Oh, they're not at the door yet, so it's still a little bit up in the air what they're going to pick, but the Celts are set in stone. 92.8% could still be a winnable score though, if they can just hold this really, really tight.
They definitely have a decent setup to be able to do this, as long as they don't get their head taken off by Mini Mythical, who is on that Widowmaker. It's going to change at last moment though to the Mei. I think that's smart. Get that ultimate up and win the fight, win the game. But they are going to have to come up with plenty of pressure. Mei wall comes out, but it didn't really look like they wanted to kind of capitalise on it though.
No, now it looks like they're going to sneak around the back here, trying to take that high ground off them, which could be a good move. The nades just managed to hit the Sigma, but they're too far away to do anything interesting with that. It looks like they're going to drop on them from behind. No, okay, so half of them are going to drop on from the front. Meanwhile, Yestin going to go around behind that basket and try and get some dirty picks off on them. And it looks like it is not going to work this time, or is it? I don't know. We've traded Mini Mythical for J-Dog now, so this is very, very dangerous, as the attacking side do have a little bit less further to run. Oh, okay, yes, they're just going to punch G up in the face there to take down that Anna. There's your primary source of healing god. All your source of healing god, in fact, Yaki goes down as well. And this looks like it's going to be a quick one for the Elves as they take that in about 1 minute and 5 seconds.
There's a lot of changes that have gone on with Overwatch, but one thing that's always stayed throughout the game, through Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, high ground is the absolute goal at the end of the day. And getting yourself onto that high ground was so good. I mean, this was a fantastic ultimate going through the play of the game here from Mini Mythical, segregating off each one of these kills, and does a fantastic job of retaking that with the rest of the team. But yeah, the high ground is such a needed utility that you should use, and it's free. Yeah. There's no abilities. Generally, you can get there relatively easy, especially on King's Row. People forget about it, and we just saw there how effective it can be when you've got multiple points of damage. You've got, the Bastion shooting from behind. The Reinhardt just doesn't know which way to turn, and the rest of the team are pushing in from the front with the Mei walls coming out as well. It's a complete onslaught, and without being able to contest that high ground, it was only a matter of time for Owls to be able to take that one over.
Yeah, it was. You don't always just have to push through the choke. There are other ways to go, even on King's Row. So yeah, really great. Well done from the Elves there. A very quick take. Wasn't a perfect hold though. Wasn't a perfect defensive hold, but a very quick, clean take. The Sigma, good choice. Interesting choice. I liked it. How do you feel about the Sigma in general in this sort of meta, Puppy?
I think Sigma's always got a fantastic place in the meta. We talked about it there with going up against a Bastion is probably one of the best characters to go up against it, because you combine the shield of Reinhardt with an amplification matrix, defense matrix of D.Va basically in one hero, so that being able to negate the majority of that damage, and you only have to do it when the configuration tank is up, kinetic grasp it, and immediately the rest of the team, as long as they're positioning really well behind you, it's got a really strong place in this meta, I feel. The only thing that obviously they could have done differently is, trying to look for those multiple points of entry, multiple angles that you can get damage in from, especially when it comes to something like a Bastion. It's a bit like a Soldier 76. You want to get up on a high ground, you want to be getting on the back of the shield, you don't want to be shooting into them. So especially with something like a Sigma. So yeah, it's got its place, but it's got its weaknesses, and they just have to figure out what that is.
Yeah. All right, we are on to our third map now. Now, this one's very exciting because it's the first time we have casted a Flashpoint map on British Esports Student Champs. This one is New Junk City. So if you are new to this whole thing, it is basically like 5 control points, best of 5. Yeah, so you got to take 3 to win. And it's a bit crazy. Have you had much experience with this game mode, Puppy?
I've had a little bit of experience playing it. So I've had plenty of time to watch it. It's very similar. If you wanted a comparison for all you Call of Duty players out to Hardpoint, which is just basically those things flashing up everywhere, and you've got to take the objectives within that sort of amount of time. So something like a Lucio is really going to shine here to get them across the map, get into the next flashpoint, and we are going to see a bit of a change with the composition from Celts, and also a change of both the DPS players.
Yeah, now we've got Dio playing the DPS on a Reaper. Dr. Burstdown on that Alari, who is one of our new heroes as well. We say that, but they are... Owls don't seem to care about this Reaper and this Alari, as they are just going to absolutely shred the entire team with their tried and tested Bastion mini mythical on the May, and yeah, the Reinhardt. It's working well for them. Like I say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they will take the first flashpoint. I do like this change to the Orisa here. Now, this is a hero who is consistently being quite good in Overwatch 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle with closing down this distance. Once again, they're kind of opting to run directly towards the opposing team, and yeah, you've got the mitigation, but you have to wait for those abilities to come back up off cooldown, and see if they can push through here.
Yeah, that Javelin spin coming in to try to displace him a little bit. Oh, but unfortunately gets picked off by Yeston, and then the huge hammer down coming in from Lagalith, isn't it? Displays the entire team, and is going to be a quick team kill. Now, one thing about these flashpoint maps is some of these spawns are really far away from the flashpoint. So this might be a little bit touch and go if they can get back here with any decent time left. Mini Mythical is going to block up the door with the Blizzard. For reasons unknown. Probably maybe something getting in, maybe it's a fat finger, I don't know. But it seems to have worked as our flashpoint is taken. Owls get the first one, and they are going to speed over to the next one.
A little bit like a power play, if I'm completely honest. The bus down there is going to go down to Legolas Hammer, and I mean they're in prime position to take this next flashpoint with that misplay there.
Yeah, but Health seem to have got the high ground for this first point here. They are ready to push down and stop the team from getting hit. Amplification meters out from Mizuyaki, and they have nowhere to go. They can't walk forward. But okay, they have their own amplification matrix and the Bastion. That works even better for the Owls. They are just going to take that high ground away from them and take that flashpoint. But plenty of time still left to take it for the Celts. They're just going to rethink the strategy. Some ultimates coming online now.
This is a real struggle at the moment. Obviously, the last fight was a bit of a... You can't put that down to just a mistake and a pick-off that sometimes happens. Really struggling with a lack of like mobility at the moment, I feel, and they take so long to get back to these fights. And before they can even do this, they're already facing an ultimate coming out from Istin?
Yeston, yeah. It didn't manage to catch anybody, fortunately for them. Some great negation, some manoeuvrability there, big jumps from the back piece as well. But in fighting this tiny little corridor, it favours the Bastions so much just to shoot each other from left to right, and I think it just favours the Owls, as we're seeing now. They're seeing through everyone. Oh, brilliant pin there from Lagalith, just taking down Shakespeare there. And 80%, I don't think they're going to get to a touch. Again, these home points are so far away. But are they going to be able to touch? I don't think they are. I think it was best just to leave that one. Yeah, and think about the next one.
Looks like they're going to do just that, and they did have, I think, 4 ultimates on the board, but down to 3 as Shikri is going to change over to that Zarya. A bit of a change. We'll see if it works out for them. I'm not too sure if I like this change too much, as you're not going to get too much with the Lagaluf currently using the shield very, very well, and they've got a free shatter pretty much coming in.
Okay, well, Legolas goes down thanks to Diab's massive damage on that Bastion. So I'm not sure about the Zarya pick against the Rhine, but hey, if it's gonna work, let's see what happens. Okay, they've got so many ultimates coming online here, but as we've seen, that Legolas has gone down, so they have the opportunity to take this point before the Owls can even make a comeback. But it looks like the Owls are on point. They got there first. Not quite sure. I'm not sure about all the routes here. It's a complicated map. They're very, very big.
Yeah, very, very
complicated. Kel's are fighting back here.
With the Blizzard coming out as well, and they've got the point control, so I don't mind that utilization of that. And they've forced out a couple of abilities as well, as we do see the Bob being used as well. So it's a complicated one and a very expensive one for Celts there to get that one back. So I don't mind it for Mythical using that ultimate there.
Yeah, but now we see Celts have the point. They're stuck on the point. They can make really good use of that pylon from Iliari, because that does so much healing. Meanwhile, Dr. Burstdown can just go around and shoot people, but she does a heck of a lot of damage as well. So this could be where they have this huge turnaround. If they can just avoid this amplification matrix, they cannot. And if humans do go down to it, the Iliari ultimate cast is good, unfortunately, completely catching anybody. And yeah, Easton on that Baptiste, absolutely crazy. Going to mow down the entire team. The point will be flipped back to the Owls. 70% for the Celts, so if they can just take this back one more time, it could be good enough.
Having a little bit of fun. Having a little bit of fun in the back. You gotta like to see that. Keeping your spirits up. That's the best way to do it. And they're up against it here with plenty of ultimates still from the Owls. They're going to use that ultimate from the artillery from the Easton. Nice little flower to put them up in the air to get away from that one. They are still plenty healthy. Easton always going down there.
Yeah, that basket is so dangerous against a shield. Absolutely shredded it there. But we are just going to fight. They have got to try and get to this point now and flip it. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to. I think the majority of the Celts are down 97%. Time takes away, and that is going to be 3 points to the Owls. They will take the win, and that is the 3 maps they need to be the champions of Wales for today.
Yeah, really, really clean from the entirety of GCS Owls, but we are going to see a nice play of the game here from Easton. I was really thinking it might be the May towards the end there, getting so many of them, but Easton had a really good showing on this Bastion today. Pretty much played it for the entirety of all the maps, I think. I don't think they played anything else. And why would you? It just looks so strong with the damage they're putting in, with the segregation that you're getting out from Mini Mythical from the May walls. It's doing fantastic work. So just complete outshowing them there.
Yeah, I do think Bastion is like so strong right now. Especially, but you do need the backup for it as well. You do need a tank who can protect you and another DPS like Mini Mythical to just finish them off. And of course, great support behind them as well. So well done, GCS Owls. You are showing us why you are the current champions of British Esports Student Champs. Yeah. So you did a great job today. Kels, brilliant showing from you. Thank you so much for your effort today. And definitely some great signs of life there. Some brilliant plays from you as well. So Puppy, who was your player of the match today?
I think the entirety of GCS Owls as a unit looked very, very strong. And it's hard to pick someone individually that is, stands out from that, because without each individual one playing the role like they did, I don't think you would have had the result like you did today. There was some real clutch amplification matrices and also lamps coming out from immortality fields coming out from the Baptiste. But I think I have to give it to the to Mimi Mythical, because the walls were just so strong. Every single map there seemed to be, even if it was just one pick here or there, it was always there, and a real struggle for Celts because they didn't really know how to answer back about it, and they just exploited it. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. The DPS lineup was absolutely phenomenal on the Owls today, especially Mini Mythical on that May. So I think May Bastion is definitely the sort of go-to meta at the moment. It's looking pretty powerful. But guys, we do have one more match for you today. We are not finished. We are going to come back very shortly with the Reading Ravens. Let me double check. That's right one. Yeah, Reading Ravens versus the WNC Warriors. So that's going to be a very exciting match. Any final thoughts on this game today, Puppy?
No, I think I pretty much clarified it all during the game. Have a little bit of a think. I think, especially in like your games at home, always think about the map. Have a look at when you can get high ground for the Celts. Think about how you can utilize. If you're not going to play a very mobile composition, then how are you going to work to your strengths of your composition? And I think in that situation, GCSL showed you exactly how it's done. So watch this one back. I think it could be good, but both teams really, really well.
I know we're only 3 weeks in, but so far the Celts haven't actually lost a game. So they are going to be fighting for it next week. They are going to be like, oh, we do not want to do that again. We are done losing. But I'm looking forward to seeing what else you can come up with later in the season. But for now, today, Wales belongs to the GCS Owls, as it has done for a couple of years now in the Student Champ. So well done, Owls, and good luck in the rest of your matches. We are going to take a short break while we get the next match set up. So we will see you very shortly for our second game of the day. Welcome back, everybody. And you may be wondering, why are we in King's Row? What happened to Control Point? Let me just very quickly explain to you what happened. We did have a little roster issue with the Reading team, and unfortunately, they have had to take a one match penalty. So we are going straight into hybrid here with WNC Warriors taking a one match lead to start with. So please, Reading can make a dramatic comeback that one match down.
Let's hope so, because it could make it a little bit more interesting now that they're dead even in terms of standings. So it's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. A very, very different composition change coming out from both the teams here from what we saw from the last game. The Zaya a little bit more akin to Kins Row. We're expected to see that, but a Orisa on defense from WNMB. So should be interesting to see exactly how this turns out. Genji on the WNC side. I can already hear Gihan from all the way over here in Gamebridge. Skydance Rick's actually going to be playing the Lifeweaver as well, so it's going to be an interesting one to see how that one changes up. I know you're excited to see that, Susie.
I really am. We have not seen very much Lifeweaver in professional play, even though he's actually quite good right now. But let's see what happens as they push into this first map. A little bit defensive here, going very backwards and forwards, everybody getting healed up and no casualties yet after about 30 seconds of pushing. Where is Raijin running off to? Going to take some high ground, I think, which would be instrumental with that soldier left. Tracer sneaking around the back, trying to get a cheeky pick, gonna run into the face of Riot Wolf, and there's gonna be a little one-on-one with these fast characters. First blood will go to WNC as the tank goes down. W1MB, the Orisa, will be taken down, and that makes a perfect opportunity for them to run into the rest of the team and clean up. And it looks like they are probably going to take this point as the rest of Reading hide up on the high ground there, not able to come down in touch without the protection from their tank.
Yeah, it was always going to be the case with WNC opting for the Zaya pick. You know, you expect to see them over the course of time picking up plenty of charge with those bubbles, and eventually, you know, you can't really do anything against it if you're W1NB. You know, the Zaya charge goes through majority of your mitigation, apart from obviously the fortification. But for the most part, they're going to have the advantage, especially when that charge gets higher and higher. So yeah, very, very good and solid push from them on the first push.
Yeah, looking good so far. We do have a few ultimates coming online from both teams. Let's see if it helps them out anyway. Raijin just sneaking around the corners here, trying to get a few little bits of energy here. Oh, double Kitsune Pop coming right up from both teams. Everyone just going absolutely ecstatic with fast attacks here. And the magic tree coming out from Skydancer as well. That is going to give them WNC that little bit of extra energy boost that they need to take the win on that team fight. Woo! Double Kitsune Pop, you'll love to see it, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much perfectly in sync as well. And just again, you saw the difference in the tank difference there. Unfortunately, it's just you have to change off of this Orisa, I feel. Despite the fact that you've got that ultimate online, you're better off just using it towards a different character, maybe taking the heads-up duel than the Zaya. Otherwise, you're just going to be really struggling. You can't take position advantage.
Yeah, more ultimates. I mean, we do have that Orisa ult online. It may be what they need and may switch after they get it, but we'll have to see what they're going to do. Oh, here comes the task visor coming in from Raijin. Oh, lovely cleanup on the Skydance there. Does get taken down by Void, not having any of that. We are so close to taking the second point here, but are they going to go through? Beat has come out to protect everybody, and we have got a little pause. It looks like Spectra may have a PC problem. And yeah, we are going to be paused there.
That's unfortunate. So, right as we're there, just a couple of men up there as well. You kind of feel for them a little bit. They were looking pretty heads up to be able to take that second point, but with this disconnect, it's going to make things a little bit more even, and they might need to utilize the Genji blade now instead. The benefit of WNC being in the position that they are now, they have just used the beat, and therefore they don't really have much to mitigate that Genji blade damage coming through. So hopefully we'll see them get back into the game relatively soon, and we'll see that Genji blade coming out.
Yeah, we are always excited by a good Genji blade. Let's see how many of the opposition it can cleave up here. But we said a little bit about the Zarya and Orisa matchup. It does not seem to be working very well for that Orisa at the moment. What would you suggest the change to? Because the Orisa ain't it.
I mean, at the moment, I think you probably need to face them heads up, despite the charge advantage. If you got the change over to Isaiah earlier on, I think we probably see a much more even fight here. But with that second fight that we saw them coming through the archway, I mean, you just saw how much of a difference it makes to have that Zarya against against an Orisa who was just unable to get anywhere near the fight when these Kitsune rushes came out. So yeah, for the most part, I think it's just changed to the Zarya to maybe either Isaiah to face them heads on, or maybe a Reinhardt instead. I think I prefer the Zarya out of the two, though.
Yeah, although it is King's Row, it is the Reinhardt map. You are legally obligated to play Reinhardt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is the law. But yeah, so far he's looking a bit one-sided. WNC are cleaving their way through the entire team, very close to the second point with about 4 minutes left on the clock. But a PC crash for them. It's gonna be, a little bit awkward getting a player back into the game, probably with 0 ult charge. How do you think that affects the mentality of the team when they have to come back from something like that?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough. They do have the ultimate economy to be able to push it over the line, I feel, especially if they're quite clinical with their moves here. The tactical visor, fortunately, was... Oh, apparently was saying that. We're straight back into the game with a Genji Blade, as expected.
Oh, it looks like it was a good one too. We missed the start of it, but Riot Wolf seems to have done the business and got at least a few of them with that, and that is going to be point B taken. Nearly 5 minutes on the clock. What an amazing push here. I am seeing a few changes coming out from the Reading support lineup. Lucio and Mercy, not a whole lot of healing there to keep the team alive, but a good damage boost onto Raiden there on the Cassidy. It could be what they need to break through the defences here.
Yeah, it's an interesting change still, not change that tank, and unfortunately WMB unable to close that gap still to be able to get that ultimate out and potentially get some kills done with it. They are stalling it out now, so maybe a little bit signs of life here from Reading. Maybe try and look to capitalise on that DC there, but we do see a Kitsune rush coming out with the mid.
Oh, the stick from Kaido there. Brilliant on the Spectre. Lovely trace of hold bomb there. One person down. Is that going to be enough to make them back off? It doesn't look like it. As Void pops the grab there. Got quite a few of them in by the looks of it as well. And just going to run through the wall with that very highly charged Zarya beam there. There, that's 82%. It was probably on 100. That is dangerous. I do love a fully charged Zarya gun. It is beautiful. Every time.
You've really got to feel for if you're a W1NB here, because just use that ultimate as well. Skydance literally just chucked a petal underneath them and sent them straight in the air. Then also using the petal to dodge everything else coming out from Reading and just outmaneuvering them here. Still on this Orisa though. I'm not too sure if I like it.
A bit of a zoning ultimate there. Oh, but Void peeks their head around, unfortunately gets popped by that Deadeye. No tank for WNC. Now they may have to back away a little bit. Still 3 minutes on the clock. That is a huge amount of time. Another Genji Blade to come in with here. Rex needs to really hold on to that beat for that blade coming in. But I think Kaido is going to be on the hunt with a pulse bomb very shortly.
The good thing about this position now, they have a better position from the side of Reading. They have to just maintain it and play around those corners, especially with the Zarya beam coming up so quickly. WMBC taken so very low. Have to be so careful. Taken out, and that's going to be a freebie now.
Oh, here it comes. The beat has come out. Is it going to be enough to deflect Riot Wolf? With that Genji Blade, it does not look like we're going to get any further hits for that. But it's okay because Holy Monkey coming in with another Kitsune path. The healing output that they must be doing is tremendous to get these up so quickly. It looks like it's just so fast, so many things going on that path as well. Double time. Oh, W1MB getting absolutely shredded here. And the tree from Skydance there going to boost everybody's health, everyone in that grab again. Is it going to be enough? Nobody really died in that grab though. 3 of them were in it and they all managed to survive. Great healing there from Buko. May want to think about popping that Valkyrie very soon, keep everyone alive. There we go. It's right on cue, isn't it?
It's so funny just watching Buko just with the Mercy tech just dodging left and right. They are still on point, fighting it out. Tactical Visor now out from Spectre is going to be hopefully looking to push this one out. Great positioning for the workout.
Yeah. Oh, tell us that Orisa ultimate has gone up. Everyone's critical on the side of WNC and they're all going to back away a little bit, get a bit of healing. Rex gets Riot Wolf. That might be enough to send them packing back to spawn to wait for a reset. Oh, I think Kaido is desperate to get somebody on this pulse bomb. He's sneaking around. He is going to find somebody. Maybe the Kiriko? Maybe not. Okay, we got the Life Weaver. Absolutely brilliant stick there. Sending them back to spawn. They have got to back off now. They only have 3 players left on the team. Another great hold from Reading. 1 minute left. They could do this here. They could hold it.
Yeah, looks like they've managed to get things together right in the nick of time, and another beat there from Rex is going to double up and protect them against this Genji Blade once more as soon as that one comes online. Just hope that they don't lose WNMB or Kaido before that comes out.
Oh, Kaido goes down. That's going to be a bit dangerous. Here comes another Kitsune pack from the Holy Monkey. The beat comes out, but Riot will still have that blade. All it's got to do is wait this beat out and then go in with it. Oh, the Jedi gets the Holy Monkey. That's half the healing up, but here comes the blade. Riot will get one and then get caught by Red. Meanwhile, Buko's got the res off onto their Orisa, and they are able to stand strong. Reading are able to hold on to this point for a little bit longer. Kaido definitely get another pulse bomb and get another pick. So critical with that pulse bomb to be getting one nearly every time. It's all a little bit back and forth here. 3 seconds left. They need to start pushing. Here comes that tree from Skydancer again. They keep everyone alive a little bit longer, but Reading are not giving up. Oh, and they get one of the primary sources of healing down from WNC. Oh, the Terror Surge comes out and gets Spectre as well. I think Reading are literally going to hold this. That is so close. WNC actually showing us what this Orisa can do now. Why Orisa has been OP and meta for the majority of Overwatch 2, and they are going to hold it at the final hour. Not very far to go, but still, a hold is a hold, and that makes this game very winnable for Reading.
Yeah, it looked a little bit lost until that last little defense there. The couple of beats that came out from Rex really saving them from those Genji Blades. And of course, the grab was available at the end of the game there, but I don't think it would have done much, even if Void Worm was able to get it off. I really thought that it was going to go into WNC's favour with that tank matchup, if I'm completely honest, but for the most part it's pretty even towards the end there. I wonder if they're going to stick to the same compositions.
It was a weird one because WNC had that for so long, and then at the end I don't think like many things changed with the whole way they were playing, but Vuko and Rex on that Mercy and Lucio, how are they doing so much healing? That combo is not meant to do that much healing, but you know, there we are. Brilliant from those two.
Yeah, the two main healers is usually not really seen too much. I mean, we've seen lots of combinations of supports, especially throughout the World Cup. But Mercy Lucio is not one that generally you do see. Both heavily mobile, which is decent, especially when paired with something like a Winston, like they've done now. But it's going to be a bit of an interesting one for Raijin, who's going to be picking up that Widowmaker. I think it's going to look for a sneaky shot and then change.
Yeah, I think WNC have their number. They're just going to hide around that wall. Oh, here's that Mei that we saw in the previous game again. Is it going to be as effective as we saw in the Welsh game earlier? They're taking that high ground that we mentioned previously. So important to sort of get that, especially when you've got someone like Soldier who's able to rain down bullets from a high level here. And if they can't get up to stop him, there's nothing they can do about it.
No, that's exactly it. And I mean, if you get onto that high ground, especially with something like a Winston, you don't have to expend any of your abilities, any of that micro management. It's so much easier. You can just jump onto a point and jump back out with your ability if you so wish. And so far, it seems to be they're whittling them down, but they need to get something done here. Have a clean target to dive on into the back line, hopefully. But at the moment, WNC weathering the storm.
Yeah, Reading absolutely taking the high ground away from them, but they did nothing really happening. No picks on either side yet. It's just a little bit backwards and forwards. Great Mei walls to block off the damage. I think we're just building up some ultimates here, and then we are going to have a massive slugfest backwards and forwards, and it's going to be terrible. Okay, Raijin does go down, but gets res really quickly. Okay, and it looks like Reading are pushing forward down now as they get the holding on as well. and we are finally seeing some kills coming in here. This is a game where you're supposed to kill each other. Please do it faster next time.
They got, do you know what? They got WNC, like 3 of them were about half health for the majority of that fight, but they just didn't have the damage output. It just felt like they were on separate targets potentially. That might be as a result of obviously these big roster changes. 3 of these players not their usual players from their roster, so maybe haven't had enough time to be able to kind of become a bit more in sync with one another, which might make a big factor towards this.
Yeah, maybe they haven't quite understood who's calling the shots, where to go, what is expected of them if they've only been with the team for a matter of days. But hey, they're doing alright so far. It's working well. We do have a few ultimates coming on now. Yeah, pretty much everyone from Reading nearly has an ultimate. So we're probably going to see some big things happening pretty shortly. Where? Oh, okay, here we go. The beat, an aggressive beat coming out from Rex here, and the Valkyrie at the same time, and the tactical visor. Now, W1MB just got the primal rage. Oh, they should have popped it there. Just use more, why not? They're going to get res, they might pop it still. But yeah, that was a whole lot of ultimates coming out from Reading, and it looks like they are going to have the advantage here. Riot Wolf with a great wall there, separating off Raiden, but pays for the cheek of walling them off with a Helix rocket to the face.
Yeah, like a little bit of discipline there, I think, from WNC, because Riot Wolf, well, looking to change onto the Reaper, so I guess that's the reason why they used the Blizzard there, which I probably would be a bit suspect of that had it not been for the change, if I'm completely honest. Towards the end of the fight, you want to kind of be holding on to these big ultimates like that.
I say change to the Bastion as well. Now, Bastion is the new counter to that Monkey Shield coming in. You saw how quickly it went down there when Spectre went into turret form. It's absolutely shredded, and there's nothing Winston can really do about it. But we are trying. Here comes another kit save pack from Holy Monkey. Gonna keep everyone a little bit fresh on the healing and supercharged in their shooting. And, oh, lovely javelin spin, putting everyone back on the point, not letting anybody from Reading push forward here. And we have nearly got a tactical visor from Raiden, but got picked off. I think Riot Wolf went up to say hi, and he did not survive it. But yeah, we are pushing back here. Reading having a reset. So far, so good though.
Yeah, you can really see what their game plan is on the side of WNC. I mean, those changes instantly, like you said, are definitely to counter whatever W1MB. They realise the key to their success is taking down W1MB, as they've done in the previous push so well. So they keep doing that. They find a way to keep doing that. But they changed over to the Queen now, so interesting to see how that's going to change this matchup.
Junker Queen, interesting pick there. I like to see it. I do like a bit of Junker Queen. Okay, here's that tactical vibe that we were waiting for. Reading already 2 up though, so maybe didn't need it to back away all those little squishies. Okay, apparently Buko is gonna get the credit for those ones in the kill feed. That's one for your highlight reel. Little
The
punch
melee
in
double.
Yeah, imagine it being Mercy killed by melee. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that on your kill feed, don't you?
Definitely. That does reset the ultimate economy as well for Reading as well, so it's going to be a bit tough to be able to push this one much further. Maybe a couple of dry fights coming out from them, as we do see 3 check marks coming up very soon with Riot Wolf on 94%. They are going to be crucial to the next couple of fights to be able to hold them here. It's just whether or not they can get the ultimates up in time, and whether or not they're going to be game changing.
Yeah, Void has now gone for Reinhardt as well. Interesting choice there. Here comes the Bastion. That finds nobody, but we've still got plenty more ultimates to go for WNC. Bastion gonna, cleaving up the Mercy, but Grace and Buko backs up around the corner. Not gonna let anybody hurt it. Kitsune path coming out from Holy Monkey. Oh, and the Fire Strike gonna find Raiden there. Reading 1 down. Death Blossom from Riot Wolf. Absolutely cleaning up the rest of the team. Beautiful recall work there. Kaido still kicking around the back. Can he escape? No, he cannot.
I'd say that would be relatively worth it if you're the side of WNC, just forcing out. Sorry, the side of Reading, had it not been for sorry, no, for the side of WNC, had it not been for the fact that they've used a couple of big ultimates into that, not WNC, sorry, Reading, the couple of dry fights that like we expected, so they have got a couple of check marks coming up soon. W1MB going to have that Carnage. Is it Carnage? I can't remember the name of it. The ultimate from Queen coming out very, very soon.
Rampage,
Rampage, that's the one.
Carnage is the app. Oh, here we go. Alright, straight in there. Not going to use Rampage just yet, but might have to get through that Reinhardt shield. It is blocking all the damage, but Kaido didn't find anyone with pulse bomb this time. I just noticed that was gone. We didn't see any epic, sneaky Kaido tactics like we had before. I like Riot Wolf taking this high ground though. Oh, booped off by Rex, so no high ground for you. Gonna have to wait for your reset to come out. Find Kaido hiding in that little health pack room though. Here we go, with the Rampage, it's a good one, it's got a few, but oh, Holy Monkey with the cleanse straight away, making sure everyone can still get their healing. Skydancer's tree coming out, Raijin with the attack visor, gonna find Riot Wolf hiding up on that high ground again. And here comes every ultimate in the game by the looks of it. The Holy Monkey's get their path, Rex just pop the beat for Reading, keep everyone alive through that amplificated fast damage. And here comes Spectra with the artillery. Will it get a cheeky pick? At this point, it will not. We are just trading ultimates here. This is hectic. We only have about 15 seconds left. We may have a post bomb from Kaido coming up onto somebody soon. We've got a potential huge shatter coming out from Void. Kaido has gone down. There will be no pulse bomb from Kaido right now. Spectre has been taken down by Raijin as well, so there's no huge amount of damage coming from the Bastion. That hammer, the Earth Shatter is going to come down any second, I'm sure it is. No shields to protect them from the Junker Queen. They are in overtime. Here it goes. The hammer down gets two of them on the ground. Clean them onto Raijin. But the res coming out straight away from Duco. Nobody stopping that Mercy. Needs to be kept in check. Now, great Life Weaver there grabbed the Bastion onto the high ground so he can rain down Holy Fire onto the team. Here comes another Rampage. Gets two of them. No cleanse that time from Holy Monkey, and that's because they only need to break through. Void getting so low, and another Kitsune Path coming out. That's absolutely reckless from both teams here. I am unsure who is even winning, but this fight just needs to move a tiny little bit. The respawns are coming out thick and, well, slowly, I've got to say, because we're in a heck of a lot of overtime right now. Here comes the hammer down, and it's big, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to stop talking here. My mic is so low. And
oh my god!
I was going to say the same, Reading finally had the upper hand, but then here comes Riot Wolf with the Death Blossom, and it's absolute carnage here. This could be one of the longest overtime holds I've ever seen in my life. Poppy, what do you think's going on here? Explain it to the
It's
people.
absolutely carnage. I was going to say, take a breath, for God's sake. It's absolute carnage. Like you say, they just had two sets of ultimates. The Rampage coming through, picking up three of them with that one. No Kitsune to be able to stop that. Oh, ripped up onto the high ground. Is Void for interesting stuff going on here. I don't think anybody really knows what's going on, but it looks like WNC are going to get the upper hand.
Oh,
and
was that a little
go
scene
to
in
them.
there? I think the Junker Queen was alive and just stepped off the point for a brief second. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Wow. What a final match. Well, not final match, final fight. Kaido with these post bombs has been absolutely incredible, getting the majority of them that we've seen today. Didn't even stick that one and still managed to find the kill with it.
Broke that one down really massively towards the end, and yeah, it's hard to really understand exactly what was going on with that last fight. I didn't envy you for having to do the play-by-play on that one. But yeah, just unbelievable stuff from both sides to be able to keep that one going. And a couple of ult cycles sort of went through just in that one fight. You know, I was really questioning the use of the Shatter towards the start of that fight, where I think it was used just as they were sort of backing off to try and change the tide a little bit, but nobody was there to capitalize on it. They managed to get one pick off of it, but it was immediately rezzed and straight into attack visor, and it was just absolute carnage from then on in, as both teams just struggling to get those ultimates back up online and utilize them once more. But I mean, great stuff from WNC.
That was one heck of a final fight on that map. Absolutely brilliant from both teams. The healing output was immense from all of us fought lineup today. The damage, I really love the life weaver, picking up your players, putting them on the high ground, Reaper teleporting onto the high ground to then dive on them or kill whoever's up there. There was so much going on, so many ultimates, and that was so much fun to watch. Both teams, like, that could have been the finals of the grand final. It could have been. That was so exciting. I am very happy with that. I could go home happy now. Okay. Anyway,
Definitely.
our next game is going to be back on Flashpoint. It looks like we're going to be going back to New Junk City. And hopefully we're going to have some more epic fights on there. So what do you think? What have we seen from these teams so far that makes you think we might see some of on this Flashpoint map?
I mean, I was really questioning the Lifeweaver pick, if I'm honest, but Skydance is making me a bit of a Belweaver at the moment. With
I see what you did there.
It was terrible, didn't laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, a couple of like the petals and the amount of times that they had the ultimate up as well. It was constant. I mean, obviously with the changes to it to be an overhealing, it's actually really, really strong. So if you can get that up really, really quickly, like Skydance was, and like you say, the grips here and there were really kind of crucial. But most of all was the petals. The use of the sort of mobility was really, really good. And Skydance, put on a bit of a clinic of how to play Lifeweaver, I have to say. And they're going to be playing it again here, and we're going to see a little bit of Sombra potentially here.
Oh, yeah, Sombra, who has had a few changes lately, now can no longer translocate back to a safe place, have to sort of like throw it and go where it lands, kind of like my old translocators were anyway. Then has virus ability as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how Riot Wolf is going to play this essentially new character.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a different outlook to see exactly how they're going to play Sombra into this, because we haven't really seen it since the change. So it's going to be good.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we're going to have a big team fight going on right here on this high ground. Nobody going to try and sneak it up. Kaido is an absolute menace, always at the back line, always trying to wear people down and get that pulse bomb as quick as they can. And they do actually have a huge ultimate advantage here, 52% of that pulse bomb already. Not quite as much as Void with the Earth Shatter though, doing some massive work with that hammer there. Oh, first blood goes to Kaido, finally got what he was promised and got down the Bastion sector. That's a huge amount of damage to lose. Gets the pulse bomb as well, and that is all Reading need to be able to flip this point in their favour and send WNC packing back to the spawn to regroup.
Oh, last minute pickup as well onto the Lifeweaver, and look at these ultimates coming up online. Look how quickly they are happening for Reading. And WNC at the moment only with 2 sort of check marks coming up relatively soon. So yeah, you just see how quickly Kaido is when left alone, just able to get that pulse bomb up within the first fight, and just wrecking havoc in the backline.
Yeah, they need to keep an eye on this Tracer, because like they're absolute little troublemaker. Okay, hits the shatter, finds 2 of them, finds the tank and the Baptiste. Not going to be able to follow up on it and kill anybody. In fact, Void themselves goes down for the cheat of getting 2 of Reading down. You'll pay the price for it. Okay, we are so close to the EMP. EMP still does the same thing. It is still a very devastating game-winning ultimate. Let's see if Riot Wolf can pull that up. I don't think they're going to be able to get another take at this point, though. It is probably best to think about going to the next one.
Yeah, an early use of the Baptiste Immortality field there, I thought was going to make it a bit difficult for Reading to capitalise on that fight, but it worked out for them, and they were able to use the beat to supplement that healing. And see them through to this next fight, and also they've got a positional advantage on coming into this next fight as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like Reading are already on the point, ready for it to unlock. Still got about 14 seconds left, but get yourself in position. Oh, hang on, Riot Wolf found Kaido sneaking in the back there. Okay, I fall on that for a lot of 2, it's absolutely fine. I do that all the time. Here comes the Baking MP! Gonna find the majority of them. Is that gonna be enough? Oh, fell down the hole! Popped back up the that's okay though. That's kind of why you need little mobility things like that. Yeah, that hole in the middle of that point is an absolute nuisance, let me tell you. But WNC are going to take this point at this point.
I just love the look of confusion on both their faces, as you can see them looking up like, was this always here? I
Yeah.
don't understand. But yeah, plenty of ultimates expended into that one, but Reading looking very, very healthy coming into this next fight. As we do see them sort of heading straight back into this one. They do have the advantage again. We do see this on Flashpoint where they use something like a Lucio to be able to get back so quickly. And they just have to be really, really careful not to get picked off by Riot Wolf, who is going to be looking towards them in the back line. Isn't able to do so often now with that change, but yeah, nice early pick onto Raging.
Yeah, Raijin goes down, unfortunately, and that is going to be a bit dodgy for Reading, losing one of their DPS so early in the game. Are they going to keep fighting? Are we going to see any ultimate usage here? Yes, we are. We are going to commit to getting a 3-person rampage there from WMB. I don't think it's going to help them though. Yeah, it is not, because they're going to lose more players. They're going to have to... Oh, okay, Terra Surge doesn't find anybody, but it's enough to make Reading back off a little bit. And that looks like that is going to be that point going to WNC. We are 1-1 right now. Oh, this is an exciting match.
It looks like Reading isn't quite ready to let this one go, as it is forced into overtime on this one. Beat is coming out from Reading though. So they are not letting this one go at all. They're forcing out a few more alternates from the side of WNC to get this one pushed over the line. It looks like they will do so. It's only the Baptiste and Lucio are left to fight this one out.
They are not giving it up though, are they? Oh my god, just touching in the nick of overtime. They could potentially hold this, but even if they don't hold this, they are making WNC use everything they have to take it. We got out the Kid Snape Half, we got out the Death Blossom, we got out Sky Dancer's Tree of Life, we got out everything out of WNC to make that a 1-1. So now Reading have got a massive ultimate advantage here.
Yeah, in that situation, you kind of like to see from WNC a little bit more clinicalism. Is just target focus is all it's needed, really. I know they're very, very mobile, but pick out the one that isn't. Baptiste being the main one that you think of in that situation. Yes, they'll jump, focus them down, take your time with it. You don't need to kind of overthink it too much. But they do have a few ultimates coming up halfway. Reading do have the ultimate advantage though coming into this next fight.
Yeah, oh, looks like Kaido is going for another cheeky stick. Or just a kill in general, getting everybody so low, just tickling them with those little pistols of traces there. After Spectre there, oh, so low! Spectre gets away though with an inch of life and manages to heal up. Stuck onto the Orisa, not going to do enough damage to actually take that huge tank down, and it looks like the WNC are probably going to keep this point for now as Reading think about how to regroup, but not Kaido. Kaido don't want to regroup. Kaido is going to stick there and cause trouble for everybody.
Yeah, it looks like Reading just really trying to just force out these fights when maybe they don't necessarily need to. They need to look to regroup here. Saying that, they're going to prove me exactly wrong here. Kaido taking up Spectre, and with the Terra Surge coming out, maybe that's going to change that.
Yeah, Amplification mate has got some good damage done there. Terra Surge did manage to find the Baptiste, but it wasn't enough, and Kaido just tearing up the rest of the back line. This is going to be an interesting fight. We are a couple down on each side here. Here's the potential big Genji Blade from Riot Wolf. It could be enough to finish this off. Not going to use it yet though. Maybe don't need to. Maybe just holding on for a better day as... Oh, okay, here we go. I hear it be popped, but the beat from Rex, brilliant time beat. Not going to let any of his team fall to that blade. And Kaido still popping up, still taking names while everything else is going on. The little unsung hero of Reading, I think, right now.
Yeah, just dismantling him bit by bit. Another pickup onto Riot Wolf towards the end there, but just left completely uncontested in the entirety of these fights. And you know, even the pulse bombs, yes, they may be a little bit off the mark, but they're forcing them to turn to utilize these abilities like the fortification from the Orisa, and then it's just an easy push in. Ryan will have to change over to the Pharah. It's just going to be interesting to see how they are going to deal with this one with not much hit scan.
No, I've got a feeling Kaido can still do something about that though. I just have utter faith in them.
Never mind.
Okay, well, Raijin fine as well. Yeah, this skybox on this one, you gotta be really cautious. If you're gonna play Pharah, we need to get high in the sky where nobody can get us. Oh, brilliant there. Oh, everyone's solo. Holy Monkey literally 1 HP there. Going to be taken down. And it's up to them if they want to fight this point. I think it's probably best if they just run away, or especially just allow themselves to be put to sleep naturally. While Reading take that second point, 2-1 at the moment. Could this be the epic comeback that Reading needs?
Yeah, it looks like they're finding their footing in this game, and a nice ultimate coming out from WMD to make sure that both Holy Monkey and Void were unable to get any sort of additional healing after the use of the cleanse was used by Holy Monkey. Something you really ought to keep an eye on, especially when such a big ultimate from Queen. It could just be negated just like that from one ability usage from Holy Monkey. But they have got a fairly even ultimate economy here, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see them come into this one with a bit of a positional advantage from the side of WNC, but they have the high ground from Reading.
This is a much better point for that Farah as well. There's not so much little corridors that they're going to get stuck in. They can make full advantage of taking that high skybox away. And oh, okay, was that a Death Blossom on? No, that was one Death Blossom, one Kitsune path from each team there. It looks like Reading came out on top while I was in awe of the Farah, who is still there, but getting away. Maybe not. Nope, not getting away. I told you Kaido would do it, didn't I?
They have changed though from that Reaper to the Soldier 76 now to try and deal with that Farah. So it'll be interesting to see if Riot Wolf is still going to opt to stay on it. They are. So interesting to see that matchup coming out. But great ultimate. It's Raijin's time to shine that time. Void Worm going very, very early to try and get some positional advantage, but needs the rest of the team to follow up.
Okay, Tree of Life comes up from Skydancer. I think Special was seeking around for a Death Blossom. There we go. 1, 2, 3 of them with 2 of the Death Blossom, 1 before the Death Blossom. So yeah, brilliant perspective. We are going to flip that point. Oh god, this match is everything right now. I am loving it. So much action going on here. So backwards and forwards.
It feels very even, doesn't it, coming into this one? But with a couple of big ultimates from the side of WNC, especially with that Terror Surge, when you've got the point and you're able to kind of stay on the point with we know Orissas are able to do, it's going to be tough to be able to contest this the longer they leave it. So you got to hope they get onto this one relatively soon and start trying to make a play.
Yeah, now we do have a Mercy damage boost onto Raijin. That probably will make him more dangerous than a Farah without a Mercy pocket. But okay, yeah, like I say, straight away got Riot Wolf down with that damage boost. That's all they needed to do that. This could be Reading's time to lift this point back. Yeah, because the Terror Surge, oh, there's got quite a few of them in it, but they all managed to escape quite easily. Holy Monkey goes down, that's one of your support heroes gone down, no healing for you. Skydancer needs to do their little level best to try and keep everybody alive here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. This point's going to continue to take up 70% now. The rest of the team needs to hurry back before Void goes down. Oh, Skydancer just on his 1 HP there. That was terrifying. This Rampage is probably going to be huge, if it's even required. I don't think it is. 90%, they have not got time to get back. I don't know if anybody's ticking around. Oh, the Holy Monkey tried, failed. Just one at a time here, trickling on, but the spawn is so far away. I don't think anyone is going to get a touch. And Reading, hey, is it reverse sweep time or what? Are Reading going to make a big comeback here?
Well, I mean, it is. Is it 2-2 now that we're on?
Yeah, technically it'll be
2-1.
2-1. 1-2 to WNC, Reading taking their first win.
Of course it is. Yep, because it was WNC that started with the map advantage, wasn't it? Of course, it has to go to Kaido for the play of the game. Great stuff from them. Just absolutely sterling performance on that Tracer throughout the first game and now the second game as well. You got to think that they really have to kind of be able to deal with that, because at the moment they're just kind of ignoring it. And Kaido, after warming up a little bit after that first one, it's looking very, very dangerous.
Absolutely. Getting those pulse bombs in like 20 seconds flat every time and sticking the majority of them as well. Finding those targets that they need to get, the low HP targets, hunting them down. There's some great work on Tracer from Kaido, and yeah, I think this could be a real problem for WNC. They need to think seriously about how to stop them from doing that.
Yeah, definitely. It's they tried to change it up a little bit by throwing the fire at them, but unfortunately it was it was quickly negated by Raijin's Soldier 76, and in fact, before that, it didn't really get much traction thanks to the fact that they weren't able to get in onto that the third flashpoint where you said about that skybox. There's a bit of a pain in the bum for Farah players. The fourth point was there, but every time it had the barrage in tow, but unfortunately unable to use it. It was left down to the Terror Surge as the only thing to hold it, and at that point you got to hope that they'd be a little bit more clinical, realise that they've lost the fight, and look to fight at a later date. Try and stall it out for as long as possible for the rest of the team to get together, but for the most part, if they'd have probably regrouped there, you might have seen them moving on to another flashpoint. But yeah, good stuff from Reading to bring this one up to 2-1, and not for a clean sweep for WNC.
Yeah, this is a proper good match here. These two teams seem really equally stacked here, and it's very backwards and forwards. And I really couldn't tell you who was going to win this. If you asked me at the start, I would say, well, WNC have the map advantage, or yeah, definitely. But who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Okay, we are going to go into our fourth map. It's been so long since I've actually casted a game that went to map 4. You forgot that anything more than 3 maps existed earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. I forgot how to count, apparently. That must be the Bristolian in me. Sorry for all you Bristolians out there for tearing into us and our weird ways. But yes, I have to say that we talked a lot about this team of Reading and the fact that Kaido and Raijin has been doing a fantastic job on the DPS, but I think we have to call into attention just how well Boeko and Rex have been doing on that support lineup. They've made the changes when they need to. Changing over to that Mercy Lucio, albeit unconventional, was very, very crucial in the King's Row defense towards the end, and just their ability to be able to stay alive. They just seem to be always the last ones left in these fights, which is exactly what you need from your support line to get the maximum value out of them. So yeah, fantastic stuff from those two, and I think that at the moment is what's keeping everything together. And WM1MB obviously changing off of those characters that are a little bit more counted out by WNC's picks, now finding a footing, especially on this Junker Queen, which they are going to be playing here.
Yeah, Junker Queen worked out pretty well for them on the last map. Let's see what it can do. Maybe effective against Nerissa, we are about to find out. So these maps, these push maps, lend themselves to a little bit of a long-range fighting, I think. As we just found out with a random grenade from the Bastion Inspector that's going to find Raijin, who was probably invisible and just minding their own business. But yeah, that Bastion, long range, huge amount of damage. They are going to see for his whole team on the push map to get going in the way of WNC. And Reading probably just need to back off now before they get staggered any further.
Yeah, just as we were singing the Reading's praises, it might be a bit of a caster's curse there, because an early pick onto Raijin is going to be painful for them. They need that EMP to come up relatively quickly, because it can't be all down to Kaido to put out this DPS. They need those large ultimates such as the Kitsune and the Rampage, and obviously the EMP as well, to be able to push themselves through this one.
Yeah, they haven't got a huge amount of damage between the Tracer and the Sombra here, so I wonder how that's going to affect them trying to break down the defences of the Orisa. Oh yeah, there's a new little jump from Sombra there instead of the crazy Translocator back to spawn. Can only take her so far, so if you keep an eye on the Sombra, you'll be able to catch her as she comes out of it. Nice immortality field there, and holding on, keeping the team alive. They are getting really stuck in here. The Junker Queen desperate to get a little bit closer, everybody. Oh, that was a big anti-nade there, gonna take down a few of them. Or are they gonna fight back? Kaido's sticking with the pulse bomb. Okay, Kaido's woken up now, remembering why they are here to bomb pulse bombs and kill people. What is going on with Riot Wolf here? Leave him alone, he's got 1 HP. He's got a health pack now. He's gonna be trouble. If he popped the Genji Blade and killed a lot of them, they would regret that little cheeky attempt to stagger there.
I would love to see that happen, but I think it's unlikely, especially with Rex. Would that be probably going to match it? We'd probably see, but definitely got to be very, very careful around those Genjis. They're very, very tricky. But they do have plenty of ultimates now from WNC to bring this one back. And watch the Riot Wolf as he has got this blade in his pocket.
Yeah, and we've got a nano to go with it as well, and Rex needs to be very cautious of not wasting that beat at all, because it probably needs to be saved for that incoming nano blade, which is going to be a problem if it goes unchecked. We've got pretty much everything going on both teams here now. Ultimate plenty on both sides, so anything can happen. Who's going to break first? Okay, the Rampage is going to come out, and it's going to find a good 4 of them on WNC. A lot of them are going to escape with their life, but they're going to be very, very damaged. Oh, Void there was like 2 HP, just escaping up the stairs there. It's not going to be enough as they're going to continue to push this bot a little bit onto the side of Reading. Terra Surge maybe going to catch a Jinx Queen. Got down to half health. A little beat there. Yeah, that was a beat. But Riot Wolves and Skydancer still have this now a big combo, and here it goes. Beat is out, so it can't help them now. And yeah, this is what we thought was going to happen. Riot Wolf able just to finish everybody off with that nano blade. Kaido couldn't get away even with the Tracer feat. And yeah, that is going to get pushed back into the half of WNC.
Yeah, you gotta be worried a little bit now if you're a Reading fan with all those abilities used and only the EMP to be able to turn this one round. They're looking like they're going to take this first point nice and easily. Early EMP though.
Yeah, was the rest of the team even really there to back up Raijin at that point? It looks like they were a little bit far away, but EMP went off, it caught them all, but yeah, there was no hope there. Raijin seemed to be on their own in the back. They have now changed to the Reaper. I think that may just mean let me just use the CMP and then I'll go and switch sort of thing, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, WNC cleaning up. Kaido needs to run and get out of the way now. The rest of the team is dead, and we're going to push this into WNC. They now have the early spawn advantage as well. Oh, Kaido, run!
Yeah, it's very much in WNC's favour here. That second to last fight was really, really clinical from them to be able to see them bide their time a little bit and came back in with that Terra Surge, and the second fight here obviously very, very good as well, only having to utilise very minimal amounts of abilities to get this one past, and they have the ultimate advantage once more.
Yeah, they sure do. Here comes the amplification matrix with a Bastion to boot, and that could be absolutely dangerous. Kaido needs to stick around that little bush shuttle there, trying not to get themselves killed. Raijin has gone down to a stray shot from Riot Wolf, a little shuriken in the head there. Here it comes, the Rampage, and every single one on WNC, and this could be the opportunity Reading needs to really clean this up, and they sure do in absolute sterling fashion, taking down the entire team. That is it. Okay, good push now from Reading. Need to get that as far as they can back into their half, at least to the halfway point, so they can get rid of that early spawn for WNC.
That's exactly what they needed for the side of Reading. W1MB really coming up with the goods there, exactly when they needed it towards the end of that map. It's going to be a tough push from the here on out, as they got loads of ultimates coming up against from WNC. It's a bit of a dry fight from them last fight, but they are looking very, very healthy now.
Oh, the beast coming out to try and save Junker Queen from that horrible Bastion, tearing them down. Great post bomb again from Kaido. Kaido is killing it today on these post bombs. And that, oh, here comes the blade. Just the regular blade, no nano on it. Is it going to be enough? That it's a little bit. Okay, it's got 2. It's a really good start. I don't think it's going to be enough to win the point back. Maybe it was a little bit premature there. Maybe a little waste.
I'm not too sure about the use of that, to be honest. I was thinking that Reading were in a good position regardless, but they're even a better position now that they don't have to worry about this blade. Rex utilised the beat earlier on to be able to supplement their push and keep everybody nice and healthy, and yeah, they're with a Death Blossom in hand, they're looking like they're in a very good position.
Yeah, oh, Spectre has gone down. We have lost our Bastion. There's going to be no heavy duty damage coming in from them. Okay, oh, a lovely sleep flare. Getting right in, but that post bomb, Kaido.
Oh
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where did you come from, Kaido?
I wasn't going to be the one to say it. Yeah.
A bit of a change now.
This Tracer, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, just been popping off left, right and centre, and just to start out the show so far for Reading, keeping them in this one very, very well, and They are looking really, really good here. I thought they was up against it, but with a nice pick onto Raijin, it might be turning the opposite way. Nice rest.
Oh, the res came out, but unfortunately, Buko paid for it. Hang on, that was a good res. If Raijin is now going to take out the entire team, which it appears he is. That's good present. You know, you pay for it with your Mercy, but then you get their entire team. That's worth it, in my opinion.
W1B with an absolute fantastic rampage that just antied. I think it was near enough everybody there as well. It just saw them right, to be honest, and left Kaido then to be able to clean it up without any heals behind the side of WNC. But another early pick onto Spectre, who's been struggling.
Yeah. Another stick. I think they have changed this Brigitte and try and maybe keep the Tracer off the back line a little bit, but it doesn't work because Kaido doesn't care what you're going to do. Kaido's still going to try and kill you. Oh, got stuck in a trap there. Gentle Tweet is stuck in a trap. We are so close to actually taking this. Hang on. A rally? Is anybody even around to benefit apart from the Brig? I think the Brig is the only one who got anything from that rally. On 1 HP now, here comes... Oh! Nice that beat was right in time to negate Riot Wolf's Riptire there. Now we are teetering on the edge of getting to that yellow line of justice here for Reading, but WNC are not letting it go. Here comes the Terror Surge. Oh, it nearly got Kaido. It's got stuck on the wall there, but that's got finished up by Spectre anyway.
Nice.
Oh, Void not allowing that res to go through. Like, once you get rid of Kaido, you do not want Kaido to come back. You have to make sure that res does not happen. And WNC finally going to get another push at this. Only about 35 seconds left on the clock. Reading have to be very careful with how they regroup here.
Yeah, this is one fight territory now if you're the side of Reading. They do have the ultimates to be able to do it, but they have the nano on the side of WNC. I'm assuming that's probably going to go to the way of Void Worm to make sure that they stay alive. Other than that, maybe Spectre, who's been struggling to stay alive in these past few fights. No pulse bomb there onto from Kaido. Uncharacteristically.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, another great death blow from Raijin, getting 2 into them. Kaido has gone down. Buko with that nasty little Mercy melee again. And we are sitting here on the halfway point. Reading really just want to tip that over the edge there to get halfway, and they've still got so far to go. But, wow, WNC can win this. You know, they've still got to get just a little tiny bit of a push here. They need to get this over the line so they can get their early score as well, though.
Yeah, they're getting the ultimates coming up now for WNC, and you've got to think if this is a long, drawn-out fight, it's going to favour them, so Kaido's got to get some work done in the back line. If not, then Spectre with this ultimate has to get some work done.
Yeah, another great rampage from W1MB there, and Kaido says, you've got no healing, I can do what I like right now. I'm going to take out the whole team by this last-ditch attempt at a Terror Surge from Void there, but it's not to be. The beat comes out from Red, keeping everyone nice and healthy, and now we've just got one little nuisance of Skydancer left to get. I don't think that artillery is going to cause too much damage. Hang on, they are not over the line yet.
Oh my
There they are. Please push it over the line, team, please. Wow, what another really close fight. That was incredible.
The two of these teams are really, really not willing to give an inch to each other at the moment, and it's really showing in the gameplay. It's been really fun to watch so far. There's been a couple of big ultimates that have come out to change the tides, not to mention Riot Wolf and also Kaido on the respective sides. It's just been incredible to watch, and I do love seeing some Tracer and some Genji, and I know a few people who would be very pleased to see that as well. But Kaido, he's been the star of the show this entire time, and it's just been, coupled with W1MB's incredible rampage, they really stole the show during that fourth map there. So yeah, it's down to a fifth map, a decider.
Yeah, we haven't had one of these in a long time, have we? Not since like Grand Finals 2021, I think, or something like that. Something stupid like that. Yeah.
Div 2.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we actually went to Map 5, so thank you very much to these two teams for bringing us here. But there's not much between them, is there? Like, that went right to the end. King's Row went right to the end. It's such a close map between these two teams. And I really can't predict what's going to happen here. I mean, if I had to predict something, it's going to be that Kaido is probably going to get a pulse bomb in about 30 seconds, probably stick it on somebody. But then after that, WNC are killing it as well. They are just as deadly on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think what would have happened if they didn't have this map advantage. Would we still have this map 5? Because it'd be a very different game. Because obviously with Reading taking WNC taking the first map, Reading taking the second, we would have had a 1-1. Now it's obviously a 2-1, and it would have been in the favor of them. So yeah, it's such a crazy situation. You got to think WNC are on the back foot here after just losing 2 maps in a row. They probably scrabbling now ideas to get together. They weren't too far off winning that last fight there, and they looked very strong. But just the macro game is just so tough to be able to manage, especially when you're scrabbling, to be able to stop them from pushing it over the line. So yeah, it's anybody's game at this point. But I think for one thing we know for sure, WNC have to shut down Kaido. They need to shut him down. If they don't, then I mean they're going to be really struggling. Kaido's just been popping off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, everyone on each team is a problem in their own right, but Kaido is definitely
The biggest.
a different, on another level, I think, at the moment in terms of being a problem. So yeah, we saw it a little bit there, switching to the break to try and whip him away. I know Shield Bash doesn't stun anymore, but I still like to think in my mind it does. I'm a degenerate like that. But yeah, we are going to go to our final map now. And it's going to be Escort. And like I say, we hardly ever get to a map 5, so I'm very excited to see this. Do you think we are going to see similar teams to what we've had so far, Puppy?
I certainly hope so, because so far, I mean, the teams have found strategies that really are working for themselves, and it's showing in this scoreline exactly. And we do see a lot of similar faces in terms of characters from the side of Reading. Kaido again on that Tracer, Raijin on that Reaper that he's been playing so well. Lots of big Death Blossoms. WNMB has been really crucial with those rampages, especially in these later maps. And Verco and Rex, I mean, what can we say about these two? They've had an absolute sterling effort on both these supports. But for the side of WNC, a little bit of a different outlook, as we do see the Skydance change back to this Life Weaver that we did see them play in the first map or so. So interesting to see exactly what they're going to be doing here. No teleporters from either side, no Symmetra, which is we quite commonly see on this map. So interesting to see how they're going to see to close the gap for the side of Reading on this first quarter.
Yeah, they just have to walk up the street like normal people, no teleporting allowed. Taking that long range damage there with Riot Wolf, hoping to get a cheeky little pick onto somebody. Zarya's an interesting pick here. See how it works out, I suppose. Be able to protect it, but maybe when Kaido comes to knock in, that bubble is going to be protecting members of the team. It looks like Void is trying to track Kaido's movements and make sure he doesn't cause too much damage to the backline of the team. However, Kaido will just turn their attention onto Void if they're not careful. First blood has gone down. Rex has been taken, but then quickly gets res by Buku, who's been doing some fantastic reses today. But Reading will just take down the rest of the team of WNC. Lovely stick from Kaido there. Less than a minute to get that full bomb, as expected of Kaido. And they're going to take the first point quite quickly. Are they going to continue? The first point will be taken there. They are... Okay, we're going to have a little change here. Void going on to that Reinhardt. Riot Wolf taking that Junkrat again. Going to throw some big damage into the team, and they have not got all that much healing to sort themselves out with here. However, it's not stopped them so far. Oh, Riot Wolf, I'm sorry. That Junkrat means absolutely nothing to Raijin. Gonna go down. We see Skydance are definitely trying to save the rest of the team with that Life Weaver pull, officially being a Life Weaver there. Kaido nearly got caught short in that corner there. Raijin getting into the backline, gonna throw the Death Blossom out, gonna find two. Kaido to follow up onto Skydancer, and this is absolute carnage as Reading push forward onto point B, nice and clean as you like.
I mean, it's just been absolute clinical from the side of Reading so far. I mean, both Raijin and Kaido really turning up, especially in these later maps. It's been very, very good from them both. Just like WNC, what do you do? What's the counter to this? You need to be able to deal with. If it's not Kaido that's in your backline, it's Raijin in your front. Shooting your tank. You got to feel for the support line of WNC, who can rip someone here. Okay, they get into the backline, but. There's Kaido again with a nice pulse bomb onto the Skydance.
Yeah, these two DPS characters have great synergy together. Well, these two players, not characters, it's the people controlling them, who are just backwards and forwards, doing the majority damage, doing the tickle damage, and just finishing people off. And they're doing a really great job of it. And we've got Ramatra now, who might be able to negate a little bit of the damage with the block, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. I really just do not know how you deal with these two.
Yeah, maybe not looking so much to deal with the backline, and maybe just hold his own a little bit better as Void Worm, because at the moment, onslaught of damage coming through, and big ultimate going into the backline. 4 of them hit with that one.
Another huge rampage there from W1MB, and it looks like this is all but over here, unless this Riptire is going to take out the entire team, which is not Raijin won't allow it. A desperate last attempt to Sirish. 4.5 minutes! That's incredible! Reading, they have come to play today. That is absolutely incredible from that team. The whole team working really well together in synergy. It's what can you say? I really did not think this support lineup was going to work again. The Lucio and the Mercy, but time and time again, I'm getting proved wrong. The Mercy seems to be going with whichever DPS is doing the damage and just flipping between them. And meanwhile, Rex is just keeping W1MB alive on their own. It's great.
It's so much more simple for WNB to be able to get the positional advantage when the WNC unfortunately having to look behind them all the time to be able to deal with Kaido, or if not, then like I said earlier, Raijin's in your face just pumping that damage in. At some point, something's got to give, and Skydance is yet to pick the other support, because I think they're a little bit a loose end to try and figure out exactly what to pick. They are going to pick up the Life Weaver again, but it's so tough. I think maybe the Baptiste Immortality Field is going to help them out a little bit, but I mean, how are you going to close this gap now?
It's going to be a tough one. 4.5 minutes is a massive time bank to finish the escort map with. But what can they do? We will find out. We've got Skydancer taking that high ground nice and quickly. However, the DPS duo descending on anybody who gets left behind. Obviously, these two have great maneuverability as well. They are able to get in and out. Waco did go down, so they have lost a little healer damage booster there, so they might just want to back away for a little bit as it gets a little bit dangerous for them. With the Mercy gone, this is WNC's time to really just try and push forward and do everything that they physically can while they're down a support hero.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see the fact that they were a man down, and yet still they, Reading are going to fight to the death on this point and give up as much time as possible to take it off of WNC, and they're not getting the picks that they need to, or WNC. It's the target focus just isn't there at the moment. It's tough when they're jumping around in the backline. I get that. You need to be able to focus them down. Saying that, WMB is gone down.
Yeah, and they have to really be cautious of Muko trying to come in and res last, because they have let so many reses go. It's been a little bit concerning. I don't think they're going to be able to get it now though. So they are just going to back around the corner. Losing a tank is pretty big. You can't really continue to push without a tank. Another big stick from Kaido! Gets 2 of them! Absolutely horrific there. The 2 DPS, I think it maybe stuck one and the one walked into the other. Didn't see the details of it, but yeah, brilliant. Maybe they don't need to back off as much as we thought they did.
No, I mean, when you got Kaido who's just able to plant a pulse bomb onto the opposing Hanzo, and I think the Hanzo just dashed, unfortunately, directly into the face of Spectre, who just got taken down with it. Picked, but they just can't get on top of this Mercy to get the to prevent the res from going off. Rampage now coming through.
Oh, that's a huge Rampage getting 4 of them. They're all so low now. And they all just fell apart. They all just fell apart. I think it was the Rampage people with the bleed, and yeah, wow. Okay, so I thought maybe they had to back away and let this point go, but once again, I am proven wrong. I am proven wrong time and time again here. Looks like Riot Wolf is going to try this Pharah now again.
Yeah, what do you do? I think this is a strong move, because at the end of the day, they don't have any kind of hit scan. We did see the fact that Kaido and Raijin were able to take him down, but as long as they can stay out of the way in the sky, then Reiko able to get res off again. Oh god.
Yeah, the res is being incredible every time someone goes down, and you've got to be really cautious of that, as well as watching out for Kaido. You've got to watch out for anybody getting res as well. There are so many things to keep your eyes on with this team, as they are just all over the place, but somehow they're still in perfect synergy with each other. It just works.
Yeah, and I mean, even when they managed to get a pick out from WNC, they're still bleeding left, right, and centre, and I mean, every single time they look like they're getting 2 steps forward, just 1 step back at the very minimum. And Kaido's still fighting this one out on the point, delaying it for the rest of the team to come back. It's just they can't deal with it at the moment. Even when he gets the health pack. There we go. Holy Monkey's had enough.
Yeah, finally Kaido goes down. Holy Monkey on the base just said, fine, I'll do it myself. Raijin still wanting to have a little touch. No, not going to do it. They are going to take this point finally. Getting point A. Still lots of distance to cover though if they want to get this finish for 2.5 minutes. This rocket barrage could be coming in any minute now. They have to be really cautious about getting shot up while they're doing that though, because Kaido's just going to be in there. Kaido the soldier now to deal with the Pharah, undoubtedly. Not many ultimates on the side of Ready Round. Here comes the rocket barrage. Gets Kaido, but pays for it with their life. And Kaido gets res straight away. However, so does Riot Wolf. Res is all over the place here. That grab look there from Void, good enough to take down Buko. And a great rock to the face of W1MV. Raijin, however, gonna take out a few in the back line there. We do have that trio from Skydance to keep everyone nice and healthy. But we are so close having a death button from Raijin. Are they going to go in with it? Is it safe? No, it is not safe. It's time to back away. This could be the point for WNC. They just need to pick up a few more players here. And they are backing away, giving some distance. But I think that's just for the regroup. We are going to have one big fight here. And Reading are going to be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of check marks from the side of Reading. You got to think that they're probably going to try and hold it here, and they are. Nice big rampage into the backline once more, and Kaido is going to use that tactilizer to follow it up as well, and that's a quick and easy fight done for him.
Yeah, that is a very good combo there. Gonna keep an eye on everybody who's trying to escape there and just pick them up one by one. And we still have a good number of ultimates here on the side of Reading. We've got Raijin's Death Blossom still and Rex's Beat, and only 1 more minute to play with. Maybe we're gonna get Attack Visor and the Grab Flux for WNC. We'll have to see. They still have a little way to go. Need to get a little bit of early damage in, a little bit of building it up. But which way are they gonna go here?
WNC do have the ultimates coming up to be able to make this work, but right, you got to look out for that Raijin Death Blossom. He's been very, very good with them so far, and no Rock able to deal with it now. And Raijin's in the back line looking for it.
Oh, yeah, blood to Raijin as he takes down Spectre. They are going to get Rex, and here comes the Grab Flux. It's got a couple, but here comes the Beat from Rex, keeping everybody alive. Here comes that Death Block that we've been waiting for. Finds 2. Lovely platform from Skydancer, but unfortunately it was a little tiny bit too late. And Raijin already got what he wanted out of that, which was the death of 2 of WNC. And that looks like it is going to be it. Reading are going to come in with a reverse sweep, taking the win today. Wow, what a match, Puppy. Absolutely incredible.
I mean, just... yeah, a fantastic job from the entirety of the Reading squad. Looked very, very tough at the start of this match, but we're able to bring it back together through the second and third. And I mean, it should really go for WMB for here. I mean, been a fantastic showing on this Junker Queen, and coupled with Kaido on that Tracer, and obviously Reaper, the Raiden on the Reaper, sorry. And then the support line. I mean, the entirety of this team had just played so well, and it's hard. It's going to be hard to pick an MVP. I think I know whose mine's going to though.
Yeah, I think I know as well. But first of all, let's say a big thank you to WNC. They put on a great show for us today. A lot of those games were really close, and they are also an incredible team. And we are looking forward to seeing how far you can go in this competition as well. So thank you for that. But our winners, the Reading Ravens, absolutely incredible performance today. Like, I've got to say, being one map down and then losing the second map, I thought it was all over. But that's why reverse sweeps exist, doesn't it? Absolutely
exactly that,
incredible.
and they did exactly that, and it looked like it was a bit of an uphill struggle from the first one, but after that, once they've really kind of found their footing and realized that Kaido could just be left in the back line to do what they please, it just had to fit the rest of the team around it, and that they did. W1MB, I think, didn't really have many rampages that didn't catch 3 or more. Sometimes it was all 5 of them that were caught in it, and it was just absolutely brilliant, masterclass of Queen Junker Queen to see, really. And the support line. I know that we talked a lot about the flashy plays, but I keep harping on about it. But the support line were absolutely fantastic today. The beats from Rex were just absolutely crucial to keep the entirety of the team alive, and then the Mercy as well, just brilliant stuff, staying alive throughout the entirety of the King's Row map towards the end to be able to defend, and also just the rest of the time was able to couple nicely with the DPS support, the DPS duo as well. And yeah, in all of their resilience throughout the entirety of this.
Absolutely. Like, you could pick anyone for this team for MVP, but you've got to pick one, Puppy. Who do you like? Who is going to be the MVP for today?
I loved every single one of the side of Reading. They each individually performed their role to the T, and I have to shout out obviously the support line of Waco and Rex, but it has to go to Kaido. It has to go to Kaido. He was just picking apart every single player in the back line. Every single opportunity was exploited, and that Tracer was just dominating. I don't think there was a map that went on that was less than 2 or 3 pulse bombs at one go, and just overall a solid performance. I can't really fault it.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaido has been the absolute emperor of the game today, 100%. Unraveling that team like a Christmas jumper, for all night. It's been brilliant to watch. But like I say, shout out to the entire team. They all did really well. And Kaido is only able to pop off like that because they know that the rest of their team can get on and do their job as well. So well done, Reading Ravens. You have won today in a brilliant match. Thank you so much for making our first Overwatch game back so exciting. It's been brilliant. Poppy, any final thoughts from you tonight?
No, it's been a brilliant showing. And the first match, a little bit one-sided, but the second one, by God, did it deliver. It's been really, really fun to watch and cast alongside you, Susie. So thanks very much. And of course, our incredible team behind the scenes as well. Brad, who did the production side, and Little Joe as our observer as well, both of which have done absolutely brilliant jobs supporting us to look so good on camera.
Yeah, thank you to everyone behind the scenes. Thank you to Puppy, and thank you to you all for watching as well. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And of course, thank you to our brilliant team today for putting on such a wonderful show. We are back, and we are back in some amazing fashion today. What brilliant games we have. We can't wait to be showing you some more games in the very near future. But for now, we are going to sign off and let you all go and have your dinner because we are all very hungry. Okay, so thank you everyone. Good night and have a great rest of your week.